I'm Jon Chattman. I'm sitting under an awning on a rainy Saturday afternoon with Trouble Andrew. What's up, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Yeah, back in New York. Hanging out.
So, I mean, you have a very unique career. Because, I mean, I remember we've spoken a couple of times, and music was just something you stumbled on, right?
Yeah, totally. I mean, music was like, yeah, it really just fell out of the sky on me. I injured myself snowboarding. I've been a pro snowboarder since I was like 14 years old, and injured myself. Had my first long sit out of my snowboard season. It was like 9 months of recovery for knee surgery, and just kind of I was hanging out with Santi and moved to Philly, and like she had music equipment around the house. I just started picking it up and making songs.
Yeah. It's great because, like, when I'm homesick or something, I watch a movie. You're home and you just find a totally new career that you're good at. That's awesome, man.
Well,
way to make me feel good about myself.
I mean, I'm always searching for a new creative outlet. Like always, still, like now. There's so much other stuff that I'm interested in, and like, on the business side, and like, action sports, like the whole culture that I grew up in of like skateboarding, snowboarding, all that. Like, I live in that world, and discovering music, it's just opened up a whole another scene. And now I want to, like, there's other things like writing, like, movies, or like maybe acting, or like just different. I'm always looking for something creative. Maybe just painting by myself, or like whatever. I've always been that dude, like growing up skateboarding and just drawing, and I've never been into like the team sports and stuff like that.
Yeah. So talk to me about the new album, and I also know, like, last year you dropped like a mixtape, right?
Yeah.
So talk to me about the process of between what went on your album and what you just wanted to kind of give your fans for free with the mixtape last year.
Well, basically, like, my first album I wrote, it was the first songs I ever did, and that was in 2004. And from that time, like, learning how to perform, because I wrote my album before I ever did a show, you know what I mean? So it's like, it was from that time to now, or basically like last year, it was, like creating music all over the years, you know what I mean? Traveling, doing shows, meeting new artists, and collaborating for the first time, because I'd never worked with anybody. So it was just like, from 2005 basically on, it was just me learning this whole new world and meeting all kinds of new people, other creative people that I totally were on the same level, and so it was just like a natural process of me learning and growing as an artist and as a person, and just kind of like transitioning into something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really cool to drop the mixtape. A lot of different energy on there, and now with Dreams of Trouble, man, that's done. I have like 2 other records that I'm about to drop.
Really?
And a new mixtape. And a whole new project. So it's like, I'm constantly creating.
Do you sleep at all or not?
No, I do. I definitely sleep.
Really?
I even sleep in. I just work fast. You know what I mean?
And I mean, talk to me about, Santi and you are married now, right?
Yep.
Okay, so talk to me about, I mean, I'm obviously talking about Sandy Gold, but what has Santi? Sorry, it's the Yonkers. I'm sorry. Like the Santi.
I had to do it because she'd be like, I can't believe
is she here and I made a fool of myself?
No, she's not here, but she'll probably see this and be like, yo, you didn't correct her.
Yeah, she'll be like, remember when you were interviewed by that tool?
No, it's all good. I got you.
So talk to me though about having, just a real strong support system. I mean, she's the one who's really kind of pushing you to do this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. She's a great supporter, a great motivator, man. Like, when I first wrote those songs, I looked at it as something like a painting that I did that I'd put away in the closet or whatever, and whatever, like, not even, it was just something to kill time to me, and just, like I said, a creative outlet, just to, because that's what I love to do, and yeah.
This is really in real time. I just want to point out that's real time. Like, I thought the whole family would just walk by, and it's like they got close enough, and then they're like, the hell with it, we'll just go around.
It's all good.
Yeah. I'll interview them next.
So, yeah, I mean, she's a great support, and really encouraged me when I was just looking at my music as just something that I discovered and that I would move on from and do whatever. Like, I never planned on. She really was the one that was like, yo, you need to get with this producer.
Right.
You need to take yourself seriously, you know what I mean? And take your art serious. And really, like, as far as the business side of it, really, like, schooled me to a lot, you know, because she had been in it longer, you know. So, yeah, she's a great supporter.
I mean, you're kind of a pro already with business. I mean, you're already tied, you know, through your boarding, obviously.
Right.
How did that help? You know, can you partake those, like, partake? I don't know if that's the right word, but the sponsors you have for, you know, your other side of the world or whatever,
right,
for your music.
Yeah.
Are they totally on board with it?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like with snowboarding and skateboarding, surfing, all that. It's like that whole culture happens to just breed art, you know, and it has since day one. If you look at all the graphics, if you look at just the personalities that are in the sports, you know, it's just like, I've always looked at it more of an art than a sport, you know, all of those things. So it's like, it's just natural for those brands that I grew up with snowboarding, getting creative on the mountain, to take part in what I'm doing with music and everything else, you know what I mean? So, because it all is so parallel, you know, and especially like the type of music that I do, and it really like lives within the culture, you know what I mean? All the music that I was influenced by, I learned through like skateboard videos and snowboard videos, and like, so, you know, it's definitely a natural thing. It's like, it's real.
Yeah.
It's not some like a brand just buying somebody's image to sell their product, you know what I mean? It's like them really supporting me through the whole process since day one, since my first show, since like the first time I could get on stage a lot of times was like at snowboard events where we had mics and we had to get up and talk to kids anyway, so it was just like I used that opportunity to jump up and try to perfect my craft, you know what I mean, and learn how to perform, and so that's what it is, you know.
Cool. I just have one last question for you, and that's, is there a cure for Bieber fever?
We just need a photo of the sign, or
and if so, can you tell me what's in it?
I have no idea.
Is there anything I can inject?
I don't really know about the whole Bieber thing.
No?
No. I mean, I definitely can't front on him. He's Canadian, so.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
there you go.
Shout out to Bieber.
Who's the best Canadian of all time? Would you say Rick Moranis? Or Anne Murray?
I would say, damn, let me think about that one for a second.
While you're thinking of that, I want to give you a name of a future group that you should have. You ready? Canuck Motherfucker. What do you think?
That sounds like a good song, at least.
Right?
Yeah.
We'll work on it after the interview.
Definitely.
All right, cool.
All right. That's what's up, man.
Thanks,
Yo, thanks, man.
Thanks, man.